Good morning, afternoon, evening, not sure what it is right now. Minecrafters. Yes, so I gotta watch my cheap Irish skin out here because I'm in the sunshine. So, I'm Dr. Kimberly Quinn, inviting you to join us today again for another fabulous Minecraft discussion. I was literally just inspired moments ago to do this one because I think we can all spend too much time being in our own heads. I'm also being stared at by some very nice people in Nice, which is where I am right now. Oh wow, parasailing, it was so cool. Wow. Alright, so first of all, my main role here is to help you become the boss of your thoughts. The boss of your thoughts. There's a parasailer right there. And I'm also going to explain, so you don't think we're, those people. Our daughter has been teaching in Madrid for a year, and because of the Rona situation, the pandemic, she has been unable to have any visitors this entire time. It's been closed, and so it just opened up just a couple weeks ago, actually. And so it was a very spontaneous move because the original plan was to have family come visit her, so she would have people there, and obviously that couldn't happen. And so we're actually doing that now, minutes before her program is ended. So here I am in Nice, since we're in the neighborhood, and it's only been about a week. I'm only here for a week, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, so what I want to talk about is inspired by just about an hour ago, is how we can spend way too much time in our heads. And we're not talking about, diagnosed anxiety and depression. We're that too in a different way, but just in a regular sort of sense. We can walk around just plain sad because we're so locked into what our own heads and ourselves in a way that just isn't healthy. And we're not talking about not practicing good self-care. That's a whole different kind of thing. So there's like a good selfish and a bad, or not bad, just unhealthy kind of self-absorption. And it's so easy to get roped into, especially with our society and social media. It's just easy. And that of course involves social comparison, because when we get locked in our own heads, we start, become hypersensitive, and which helps us land in this insecure spot. That how come we don't have this and we don't have that? We're not doing this. We're not doing that. And why am I not farther along in my life? That's actually the one that really inspired me this morning. Not with me, but with people I've been talking to. And it's just sometimes on a lighter level. Again, we're not talking about necessarily, even though it feeds in, definitely feeds in. And somehow, and it's obviously not in place of any kind of talk therapy. And when somebody's anxious and clinically depressed to that degree, it involves way more than just self-talk. I'm talking more about like on a lighter level, that sometimes self-talk works. Question yourself, what? I'm so focused on myself this morning, and all the little details, not like actively being introspective and figuring things out, but just really kind of resonating on little tiny things that aren't going right, when that just doesn't go anywhere good. It's a straight path to sad, probably irritable, maybe even resentful. And really what we have to do is, or if we want to be happier, is to catch ourselves when we get into this mode of being trapped in our heads, thinking about everything we don't have and aren't doing and everything like that. And one of the key things to do, obviously, is to practice gratitude. Because when we practice gratitude, which we've talked about, especially with the gratitude journal, and we're writing down 3 things every single day that we're grateful for, I am grateful for, the Tetris effect begins to happen in the brain automatically after about 21 days, which is the average time for a habit to shift. The brain will automatically start to see the positive, whether you're aware of it or not, which is an extremely cool thing about the brain, because it likes patterns. And that obviously can go in the reverse. So if we're looking for everything that's not right with ourselves and not right with our lives, we're going to continue to go on that pattern, whether we like it or not, because it takes effort. Anything in life worthwhile takes effort, and in my opinion, there's nothing more important than the brain, since without it, we're not thinking or feeling anything. So it's really kind of on a lighter sense. And you can say, sure, she's in Nice, it's easy to be happy there. Well, that is true. It is absolutely gorgeous. And And this is a gift and a treat, and I came over to see my daughter, and I am very grateful for being here. And that said, I do understand, because I practice gratitude every day of my life, and it certainly can work when we're having like a regular slump, just not feeling it, not feeling like I don't like to use should be's and ought to's. It's just rigid thinking. We're just not feeling as in the moment and as appreciative as we could be. I'll stop myself and say, what's going on with this? And I'll stop dead in my tracks. And even if I already did my gratitude journal, I'll start up with it again. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this. And another thing is, and it's, one of the things Gandhi was about, and Gandhi's about a lot of things, as you know, is Gandhi would say, and this is obviously very paraphrased, if you're feeling blue, meaning down and depressed, again, we're not saying the clinical thing, it's obviously very complicated. If you're feeling down and sad, go do something for someone. Go do something for someone. And he was basically saying, get out of yourself and go do something for someone. And it's such a tremendous lift. It's such a tremendous lift to do even the smallest thing for somebody. Holding open the door when you can see that they've got big packages in their arms, or on a deeper level, you see somebody without a home on the street, and just something small like buying them a meal, anything. And it's been said, people often call them random acts of kindness. I don't think it matters what you call them, because kindness is kindness, and it goes so far. The smallest things go so far, especially when somebody's in a not so good place. And I'm also a big fan of conscious acts of kindness. Conscious acts of kindness can also work wonders with people, and this just means that we actually plan it. And it's not a horrible thing if it starts in a selfish place. Like, I'm feeling down today, I'm just not feeling at my best. I'm going to go find somebody within a block, or if you're rural, within a certain amount of space, and I'm going to go find somebody to do something good for. And that can make me feel loads better. And you know what? And that doesn't matter that it's coming from this selfish spot. It just doesn't, because it's that conscious act of kindness, or random act of kindness, or whatever. Really, they're all conscious, because the brain's still at work one way or the other, consciously or unconsciously. But anyway, that to just decide, I think I'm going to go, and if that's not enough, go do another one, and go do another one, because there's also a dopamine fix that goes along with that when we do something nice for somebody. So it's maybe sort of the universe's way, the source, as some people like to say with a capital S, the creator of all things. It's kind of, God's way, the universe's way, however you want to call it. Oh, there goes Parasailor again. Wow. Of keeping us doing nice things for people, because it feels good. It feels really good. And the other point of this in video, which was inspired this morning, is how much doing things for other people, it's so I don't know, metaphoric, something, I don't know what I want to say here, but so many people are saying the same thing. Whatever we do for others, we do for ourselves. And though that might sound cheesy and cliche, it's just so true. It feels good to do things for other people, and it can really help, selfishly speaking, when we're just having a down day and we're in a slump and we're feeling just out of sync with things, and then that spirals down. Like, you wake up and you stub your toe, and then it goes into something else, and goes into something else, and goes into something else. Get out and do something for somebody. And the other thing I have to say is, I feel like I want to give credit to somebody for this. I just don't know who, because it's locked in the vault, as I like to say, in my implicit memory. But it's actually a skill, and you know how much I love skills. Skills are excellent, because we can learn them, and it's another really good skill to have, to be able to start our day off again. We can do that, and people don't often think of that. Oh, well, my day started out, I got to run in my nylons, I broke a nail, I slipped on the ice, and I was okay, but I got a little scrape on my knee. Okay, get up, right? Be grateful you can get up, because some people don't have that privilege. I don't mean to sound like that person. I'm just trying to, because I do this with myself. The things I say out to all of you, I practice myself. I'm definitely not that person. I'm very, very intent on continuing on the authentic path every day in every way. And so when we have something happen, we slip or break a nail or we wake up, look at our wall, and we thought we had $20 more than we had, whatever it is. We can actually consciously choose. If it's 8 in the morning, it's okay, it's 8:01 right now, I'm going to start my day over. It can be 11 in the morning, and whatever happens, and somebody said something crispy to us, was uncalled for, didn't appreciate it, wasn't warranted, we can let it go and say, you know what, I'm starting over now. Starting my day over now. We can do that. We have the power to do that. Beauty of being an adult. Voice and choice. It's also a good idea to teach kids to do that. They're incredibly open to suggestions about well-being and happiness. We don't necessarily call it that, but they're usually very good listeners with doing good things. In fact, children love to do good things for other people. So, all right, so I think that's pretty much it for today, is do something. It's a very happy place where I am right now in Nice, France. It makes you want to bounce. Okay, so do something good for someone today. And remember, you can always turn your day around. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from, I guess, Nice, France, the French Riv. It is beautiful. Have a great day.